Yes, we're in Sri Lanka and we're back in the capital, Colombo, at the Premadasa Stadium. Yes, what a clash of giants this is. Australia against Pakistan, and it's for the bragging rights to lead Group A, to top Group A in this 2011 World Cup.
Afridi's given him 2 slips, so he's on the attack.
Umar Gul. Umar Gul continues to impress. He can bowl with the brand new ball, he can bowl with the old ball as well. He gets great reverse swing. He's got a deadly Yorker. Really turn it on a little bit quicker than he looks. Saw him destroy a lot of sides in the ICC World 2020 in London a couple of years ago.
Seems to have a bit of a liking for New Zealand batsmen. He's waded through their lineup in a big hurry a couple of times. Once in that tournament you were talking about, Alan, and I think just recently he did it in a one-day game. I think he got a hat-trick against New Zealand, absolutely destroyed the batting. He really does seem to favour games against New Zealand.
Jane Watson off the mark. 94 against Canada. The previous match, 62 against New Zealand and a 79 against Zimbabwe.
One of the big pluses in this Australian lineup is the top order, Watson and Haddin. They're a very good combination, consistent. One of the criticisms of Watson is not so much in one-day cricket, we're talking more Test cricket, that he doesn't convert his half centuries into centuries often enough. But I go the other way and say, well, if you haven't got somebody who does that, then the next best option as an opener is a guy who's very consistent and he doesn't get out early, so number 3's not in there early all the time. I think that's a great asset. We just looked a moment ago at Brad Haddin's figures. He's a bit the same in one-day cricket. Haddin, I think it was 14 half-centuries and 2 centuries. Brad Haddin is another one that doesn't often get out early. So that makes them such a good combination in one-day cricket, and they've had a good tournament as a combination. So they didn't get to bat against Sri Lanka. That would have been a good test, but it's been a very consistent tournament for this pairing.
Well, Brad Haddin's figures are very impressive. Started off the tournament with 29 against Zimbabwe, chipped in with a 55 against New Zealand. Have a look at that. That just confirms what you're saying, Ian. That's 79 against Kenya, 84 against Canada. 4 half-centuries in there. I beg your pardon. 88 against Canada, 65 against Kenya, and that 55 against New Zealand. Just one off the opening over. Now this is the 2 captains having the choice of ball. Match ball and also the balls which would be replaced after a certain number of overs, after the 34 over mark. Ricky Ponting making sure that they're decent set of balls. So now we have Abdur Rahman, the slow left arm spin, bowling from the Malagawati end. So we've got pace from Gul and spin from Rahman.
Well, Afridi was quoted in the local press saying that he had some magical tactics that he was going to bring out in this game. Well, you never know with Afridi. He could produce magical tactics when he's just captaining normally, because he is I would describe him as a very erratic captain. And I was thinking that it was more likely to be in the opening position. I thought he might go with Cameron Akmal to attack the Australian quickies, but it may be a double throw of the dice. It may be spin, and this is not a bad move because a couple of the teams have tied Haddin and Watson down early on with spin, so this is quite a good move, although Haddin does play spin well.
That has just beaten it on for 4. Only 3 on that leg side.
Very good shot from Shane Watson. Both these players are hard to tie down because they've got shots in front of the wicket. They can drive very well. You bowl short. Both of them play the horizontal bat shots well. Afridi has just gone back to long on now. Mid-off comes up.
Oh, that's racked him on the pads, and Tony Hill says he's not interested. Like we have an early review in this match.
The problem is Afridi's got to come from the long on boundary, so it's going to be in the hands of Cameron Akmal because Afridi's not going to get there. He's saying go for it from mid-on. But the way Tony Hill turned it down so quickly makes you think that, well, in his mind, it wasn't that close.
So Pakistan with a review in the second over of this match. Their success rate is just 26%, 4 out of 15. This is their 16th in this Cricket World Cup.
New Zealand umpires, I've generally felt, are not outers on LBW. In other words, they're more likely to give it not out than out. But he said no very quickly, and it goes back to Tony Hill's original decision. I think there's some Pakistan fans getting very excited, but they should relax because it goes back to Tony Hill. I think he made a good decision. I didn't think it was actually going to hit the stumps.
Australia winning the toss, batting first here at the Premadasa, Colombo.
It's gone right through his defence. Just seemed to be an inside edge, but bang on target, Umar Gul. And Pakistan draw first blood.
Well, it's been a terrific start from Umar Gul, only interrupted by that little bit of treatment. But a bit of movement off the seam on that occasion. The previous one that Watson tried to late cut didn't come back at him off the seam. And perhaps that's what encouraged him to go the big drive. But that was the perfect delivery. Hitting the top of off, just what Pakistan wanted. Australia are 12 for 1.
So the Australian captain comes out to the centre. 28 matches as captain in World Cups, most by any player. 36 years of age. He is due. He is due for a big score. Could this be the day? Could this be the moment? Terrific record in all forms of the game.
Well, he's got a couple of incentives. He's in a bit of a grumpy mood, as we've seen in the last couple of games, and I'm sure that he'll want to punish Pakistan because what the Australians, and particularly Ricky Ponting, thought was a great victory at the SCG. It was in the Test match in early 2010. It's since been investigated as a match where some shenanigans might have been going on, which would annoy Ricky Ponting. So I think he'd want to punish Pakistan. He'll get an early opportunity because Gould got a good one through Watson. So Ponting is in early, which also might be a bit of a benefit to him. Pinpoint his concentration. Not so easy when you sit there and it's 150 opening partnership and you've only got a few runs to get. So this is what Ponting needs, and he needs a fluent innings. We haven't seen him fluent for a while.
For that to happen, he needs to spend some time at the crease early on because this attack will test him, especially Umar Gul, because the length that he's bowling is a very good length. You saw the delivery that got rid of Shane Watson. Perfect delivery. It was further up. We mentioned earlier, more often than not, he gets the ball to seam back into the right-handers. It was a good clean-up job. But this is Ponting's record in this year's World Cup. That's why you say he's due.
Well, he really hasn't been fluent since Kemar Roach hit him in the elbow in Perth, and he had trouble with that elbow.
12 for 1.
So terrific start by Pakistan. 12 for 1 after 5 overs. So you never know who's going to turn up. Is it going to be the good Pakistan or the bad Pakistan? Well, for 5 overs, it's been the good Pakistan.
Clean strike. Goes the distance for 6. Really, that was an effortless blow.
Haddin is a very good player of spin bowling. Didn't use his feet on that occasion, but he does use it well. And as I said, he's a wonderful timer. So Afridi is making the change now, sending the man back to long on. But Rahman's got to try and beat the batsman in flight. He's not going to fool anybody bowling at the pace he is at the moment.
2 runs comfortably taken. 8 of the over. It's 20 for 1.
Well, Rahman looks to me like a bowler who's just purely bowling to contain the runs. Doesn't, I mean, obviously when you're bowling, you're hoping that you'll get a wicket, but that's the difference. Rahman's bowling first, trying to stop runs, and then second, hoping you'll get a wicket. You've actually got to be bowling, thinking that you're going to get a wicket. And if you're getting a wicket fairly regularly, that'll stop the run flow anyhow.
Good variation. It's a hot day out there. As a bowler, I remember, Shaz, when I used to bowl, especially in Sharjah, I used to have a lot of slow deliveries in the army, especially with the new ball as well. But with that, you can put added pressure, dot ball.
These are the skills bowlers have to have these days, especially when you play on good surfaces. There's no home team playing here today, but a very good crowd, a very good turnout for this contest. Good atmosphere on the ground as well. Beaten everybody. Dug into the pitch. Kamran Akmal needed to be 10 foot tall to stop that.
Aggressive bowling, but a bit too short on this wicket. There's a bit of bounce on this particular track at Premadasa. Kamran Akmal, look at this, a tennis ball bounce, has no chance whatsoever to stop that particular delivery. White ball, obviously. 7 runs from the over so far. Umar Gul is into his 5th over.
He probably would get a break after this because it's hot, humid. They would like to use his strike bowlers in short bursts. A good delivery, that cut back in. Height would be in question, plus the line.
Again, the length has been excellent. On this particular track, there is a bit of extra bounce on this particular delivery. The ball might have gone over the wicket. Yeah, it was right on thigh. It was playing across.
For the umpires also in this heat. Concentrate. Some of the grounds in this World Cup very noisy. so important from Australia's point of view that Ponting gets to spend some time at the crease. He's had a quiet run so far.
Obviously, he's a very experienced player, one of the best players the world have seen, Ricky Ponting. He just needs to spend some time on the crease. And one good inning will give him a lot of confidence for this World Cup. Look at his career, 42.47 with 2,900. The record shows is one of the best in world cricket nowadays.
Slow delivery and he gets hold of it. Just waited on it that bit longer, Ricky Ponting. That Brad Haddin. And he puts it away to the boundary. So a boundary of the last ball. It's 35 for 1.
Takes his hand off the handle but still manages to squeeze a boundary. Bowling on the pads. Haddin was up for it.
It was a quick delivery. My direction was down leg side. Fine leg was up. Fielder has no chance whatsoever to stop that delivery.
Ahmed Shahzad with the full-length dive, and he'll be frustrated, just a little bit disappointed. Oh, that's hit hard. No need to run for that one. When he hits, it stays hit. Australia's 50 is raised as well.
It was a full delivery and quicker one. Medon was up and Hayden is very, very strong if you pitch him up. Good shot, firmly hit, straight to the ground.
He's been good in that area once again, bowling on the pads. Wahab Riaz has got to get his line right. It's got to be just a little bit more attacking outside the off stump, use his angle.
It's interesting, I haven't seen a lot of Riaz, and he's definitely got pace, but yeah, he doesn't appear to be a genuine swing bowler. He tends to go across the right hander. Would that be fair to say?
That is right. Holding the ball across the seam this time, and it's a top edge that goes past everyone and possibly for a 6.
Well, there's moments in someone's innings that they look back on and they think, well, that was the moment and the lucky break I needed. Ricky Ponting hasn't been in the best of run-scoring form of recent times, and clearly beaten by pace and bounce on that occasion, and getting a top edge that appears to just bounce before the boundary line. So gets a helpful 4 and gets his innings up and running. He's on 10 now.
This pitch is increasingly becoming just a little bit difficult for batting. That ball reared up quite vigorously. Once again, losing his balance, losing his bat in the process. Last pull shot that Ricky Ponting attempted, I think the ball got extremely big on him, because Wahab Riaz has bowled one with across the seam. And there you see that reared up quite nicely, and Ricky Ponting was clearly late on that one. Oh, down the leg side, has got to control it. Pakistan gain advantage with Umar Gul and Abdur Rahman, and that good work seems to be thrown away now by Wahab Riaz. He's been erratic. 1.4 overs, none for 15. That is really wide.
Yeah, just looking at that replay, his wrist position really fell away, which caused him trouble with his control. So from a bowling perspective, he's just got to hold his action at the crease. He's a strong, powerful left armer. He's got a nice approach to the crease. He looks quite an athlete. But where he seems to get a little bit tangled is that delivery arm he finds his delivery arm going behind his head, and therefore that throws his front arm, without getting too technical, away too early, so he doesn't have a great release position because of that.
Oh, that's beautifully driven for 4. A majestic cover drive from Ricky Ponting. What a way to end the over. 64 for 1.
And that's 50 partnership for both Haddin and Ponting. A very welcome one off just 57 balls. But more importantly, Ricky Ponting finding the middle of the bat and balance, control and timing. Beautiful shot. No half volley there, but just taking it on the rise, given the angle where he could pierce the offside field, and he took full advantage. For any player, confidence is so important, because you can run in with such a clear head, in control of what you're looking to deliver. You're not thinking of 3 or 4 different things, and generally when you're out of form, whether you're with the bat or with the ball, a lot of those things you're thinking are negatives. There's only one thing he's thinking.
Difficult to give that. He was stretching forward. Shahid Afridi is not convinced as well.
As I was saying, there's only one thing he's thinking, and that is to take wickets. And on this occasion, he feels he's got half a chance, but Haddin a full stride forward, and you can't help but feel that that's hit him outside the line.
We know Australia challenge you as a team because they ask questions of your technique and, more importantly, of your temperament. So today Pakistan will be asked questions. He was ready. Umpire said that all is not well. I think the fielder was moving when Afridi was almost about to deliver that ball. Bowls it at a slower pace, the wrong one, but worked away towards the leg side for 1. So after 16 overs, 70 for 1, and players will also take drinks.
Afridi calling the change. He's chopping and changing his bowlers around, not letting the Australian pair settle in. But settling in next to me is Alan Wilkins. Welcome.
Tom, it's an intriguing contest, isn't it? And Ricky Ponting just getting away with what might have been a rather Brad Haddin, a little inside edge here.
Yeah, may have got a bottom edge here. Would have been a good catch. Oh no, would have been an amazing catch if it bounced off his shoe into his gloves.
Focus very much on these two sides to the lead. Oh, was that a chance? Was that a tough chance?
Always difficult in that square leg position when you're getting a catch, whether it's off a sweep shot or a pull shot. Misbah just in front of square there. Got a feeling it may have just bounced in front of him, but it's very hard to judge the pace of the ball when it comes to you. But you'd have to think that was a half a chance. Ponting looking to cap. There's an appeal for behind. Did he get an edge on that? And are they going to refer this? Yes, they are. They're going upstairs. Well behind the front line, so that's all okay. Ponting looking to cut. It's probably, yes, clearly an edge there. And Akmal taking a good catch behind the stumps.
The original decision not out, and that has been changed. The decision is reversed, and Ricky Ponting is on his way. But things continue to simmer in the middle. Ricky Ponting's gone for 19. Australia 75 for 2. Well, now Michael Clarke comes in at 4. This is a man with an average of 191 in this Cricket World Cup. It's quite useful coming in right now. 6,119 runs at an average of 44. The strike rate 78. There are 5 centuries in there and 47 50s. Now this is the end of Ponting.
Yeah, Ponting looking to cut to the offside, and it's just too full, this delivery for that shot. And Cameron Akmal doing an excellent job, just catching it in the webbing of the right glove. And why wouldn't he be happy? He's missed a few this tournament. catch. So obviously the hard work that Cameron Akmal has been putting in over the last few days has paid off. Good confidence booster. Frustration for Ponting.
Oh, he's got it through somehow. He didn't know where it went. 20 overs gone, it's 82 for 2.
Well, this is the catch taken by Cameron Akmal. As I said, quite a bit of deviation. Ponting just can't crack a break at the moment, or he thought he'd got one. He was given not out, but Pakistan challenged it. And this is the follow-up. Led to a few words there between Haddin and a couple of the Pakistan players. Look, in the end, as though Yunus was coming in to try and just separate the players. Not sure what happened, because this was while the challenge was going on. There's when Yunus stepped in. I think it was Umar Akmal seemed to make the original comment. They do tend to stick together a bit, the Akmal brothers. There was some talk about Umar coming in to keep, to take over from Cameron, and Umar suddenly got a mystery finger injury and wasn't available to keep. So they're very protective. The same thing happened in Australia when his keeping came in, well, and it should have come under question in that test match in Sydney.
He's nicked it, and that's the one that Riaz wanted. It's Brad Haddin, and his long vigil at the crease comes to an end.
Good catch on that occasion by Cameron Akmal, and a good delivery. He's been a real mixed bag, Riaz. There's been some awful stuff, but he is getting some bounce, and that one just moved away off the seam. Brad Haddin once again not converting a good start. Good wicket there to Pakistan. It's 90 for 3.
Cameron White, youngest ever captain of Victoria, comes into bat with Australia 90 for 3. He's got a strike rate of 81 in one-day international cricket, 3 runs short of 2,000.
It's the dismissal of Haddin. He does like to stay, certainly in one-day cricket, stay around leg stump and hit the ball through the offside. That may have contributed to his downfall there, because Riaz was just angling the ball across, but he was getting the odd delivery to bounce a bit. In between those odd good deliveries, he had bowled a bit of rubbish. Sometimes that can be disconcerting to face bowlers who are bowling like that.
Have to go, son. Direct hit might have been it. It's Misbah ul Haq, the fielder. That was a very close call.
Michael Clarke does have a tendency to take some pretty sharp singles, particularly when he's first at the crease, but he's been there for a while. The ball was going to be tight.
Too high. There's a wrist shot. Yunus had slipped.
Well, it's a very hard pitch, and the curator actually looks like a bit of a split in the seam of that ball. Well, but the curator said to me there'll be quite a bit of carry. And we've seen that, particularly with Riaz bowling. Carry was fortunate for Michael Clarke. He got the ball away from the slip fielder. Just carried far enough.
Catch it is the call. Abdur Rahman doesn't get to the ball. In the end, it was placed quite nicely by Cameron White, going over cover for a couple of runs.
Yeah, it wasn't a full-blooded shot. Well placed. The outfielder did well, actually.
117 for 3. This partnership slowly picking up rhythm, 27 from 38 balls. But Australia have got wickets in hand. There has to be a plus for them. Ball is spinning. Misbah-ul-Haq with the return, and I think he's gone. Cameron White was the man running to the danger end, and Pakistan feel that they've got Cameron White. Fielders have looked absolutely switched on. He was struggling. He's a tall frame. Misbah-ul-Haq got the ball, got to the ball, returned it to the keeper, and the bails were removed. Waiting for the umpire's review there. It's a few paces away from that ball, and directed would have certainly got him out. Even when Kamran Akmal whipped the bails off, he was short of the crease. Good throw from Misbah-ul-Haq. Yes, wickets are broken, and Pakistan have got another scalp, courtesy good field from Misbah-ul-Haq. I'm sure he'll get the roar of the crowd. He's gone for 8 run out, Misbah-ul-Haq, in Australia, 117 for 4. Well, he's a fantastic cricketer, Michael Hussey. Good team player, especially a man who can be trusted in crunch times. Look at that average, look at that strike rate, absolutely brilliant. Wasim Akram has joined me. Well, Pakistan looking good at this stage, Wes.
Really good, very impressive. He has been bowling well as well. He's into his 9th over. He has been precise with his length to the right-handers, and his variation has been excellent as well. And the trick here was the quick release by Misbah-ul-Haq. Got this particular run out.
I think Pakistan were able to create that panic-like situation because of tight bowling from Hafiz. I think run was not there because runs have not leaked from Hafiz. It made this pair take that dangerous run, and good work done by Misbah-ul-Haq. It was completely switched on. Clark knew straight away that there was trouble for his partner.
Really impressed me today. Mohammad Hafiz is into his 9th over. He's only given away 19 runs and got important wicket of Ricky Ponting, the Australian skipper. Slip in place, attacking field set by the Pakistani captain.
He'll challenge Abdur Razak, no, only one. Fielders have been planted where they're required, and Hafiz has been outstanding. Goes back and belts it for 1. He'll keep the strike. It's 121 for 4.
That's the problem. Wasim Akram just mentioned about the pitch and it being too paced.
This was a quick delivery, and that one kept low big time. It creates a doubt in batsman's mind. What to do, either go on a front foot or stay on a back foot. That's where bowler can actually get a wicket or two. Pakistan fielding has been excellent today. They were attacking the ball, they were enjoying their fielding, and especially when they lost the toss, they came out to bat, they came out to bowl. It was a hot day. Umar Akmal, Misbah-ul-Haq. Field, especially in the inner circle, has been spot on.
Yes, and it does make a difference. And Pakistan's fielding well. It's a huge difference because it lifts the boulders up. Now, did he get a hand to it? Well, they're not appealing. That was hit straight back. He didn't touch it.
Good effort by Abdul Razak. Short of a length delivery. Play back towards bowlers. Nearly.
And he got his fingertips to it. Might have been touch and go. Now he's got an edge there. He's got an edge for sure. In fact, it's not an edge. It's the bails that have come off. That was the sound. You can see just the one bail coming off on the way to keeper Kamran Akmal. So what a blow here for Australia. Set batsman Michael Clarke dismissed. Pakistan on top at this stage. Have a look here.
Just clipped the bail, an important wicket for Pakistan. Look at Kamran Akmal, he's so excited. He knows the importance of this particular wicket. He was a set batsman and Razak is excited, rightly so. Australia 134 for 5.
Steve Smith comes out to the middle. Here's Razak. Oh, a slip was in place.
Great effort by Abdul Rahman at third man position. He really did well today with ball and fielding excellent.
This last man to be dismissed, Michael Clarke, set batsman, good delivery. This nipping back, just clipping the bail. It's the sound you heard. Initially you thought it might have been an inside edge, but it's a bail that's fallen. Just the one bail. Have a look here. As the ball goes to the keeper. So another good over this for Pakistan. Just 2 runs of it and a wicket. It's 136 for 5.
Super over by Abdul Razak. He's got important wicket off Michael Clarke. He's only given away 2 runs. And of course the ball is reverse swinging a bit. And I think if the ball is swinging, reverse swinging, Razak can be very, very useful.
Pakistan were to win this match, they top the table. If they lose this game, they will know who their opponent is. It's already South Africa. South Africa, after hammering Bangladesh today, finish on top of the table.
Misbah has been superb today. He's diving around. He's the most experienced player in Pakistan side. But it looks to me that Pakistan team is enjoying their fielding out there. The pressure is on the Australian side now. They've lost 5 wickets. Now after this 14 overs to go.
A good chance here for Pakistan to keep Australia under 200 really if they get a wicket. That's why I was really surprised with the shot Michael Clarke played. This is an ordinary shot. It wasn't a short delivery at all. Just a cross-batted heave, he misses it. Razak hits the stumps, takes the off-bail on the way. It's giving that off-bail a little tickle. It was enough for number 5 to go down, and the reason I say it was an ordinary shot because Clarke was well set. It's difficult for a new man to come in and get on with it straight away on this pitch.
Especially on 2-pace wicket. If you don't know the bounce is going to be consistent, play straight. And if you're a set batsman, that was a big mistake by Clarke.
Pakistan have been good in the circle as well today. They've dived around, they've saved the singles, and which means more dot balls. Plenty of fans for the Pakistan captain.
Beautifully played in the gap. Now for Australian point of view, they're going to rotate the strike. They only have 5 wickets in hand. Good over by Abdul Rahman, 4 runs from it, 140 for 5.
That's what I mean, they've been good in the circle. They've attacked, they've stopped the singles, shied at the stumps. Wasim Akram has left the commentary box. Tom Moody has replaced him, and Tom, work ahead here for Australia.
A lot of work and a great opportunity for young Steve Smith, who's an exciting young prospect. He's holding down an important position in the side at number 7. Few part-time spin overs to bowl as well, but it's a great opportunity for him to really step up to the plate in this tournament.
Now, tactically, what do you reckon Mike Hussey would be thinking out there? What would he be aiming for? 220, 225?
Yeah, look, I think knowing Mike Hussey, he won't be looking too far ahead. He'll be thinking of the next block of 5 overs, where they need to be in the next block of 5 overs, and maybe a reverse sweep as well. But yeah, look, he'll be thinking more short term than long term. So he'll be thinking, right, okay, 40th over, what total do we need to be? You know, we want to be 160, and then we'll work from there.
Simple catch, soft dismissal. So wickets continuing to fall for Australia. Just got the feeling this ball held up on Hussey, and a simple catch to miss bowler.
Yeah, there's got to be a reason for the spinners to be so hard to work away today, and it's got to be the pace in this wicket. The odd ball's just holding up. Mike Hussey looking to punch this down to mid-on for 1, and it just holding up, and him chipping a very, very easy catch to Mishbah, and that's the end of Mike Hussey. Gone for 12. Australia now 144 for 6.
So Mitchell Johnson comes out at number 8. The side in trouble here. 144 for 6 Australia. 53 innings, but he's no mug with the bat, as that 73 not out suggests. He's got a test match 100 too. But plenty of batsmen getting off to starts, no one kicking on to get the big score. Hussey, the man, dismissed the last man. That's a big blow.
Yeah, it is a big blow, because Mike Hussey generally is known as Mr. Reliable or Mr. Cricket and other occasions, but they would have been hoping that Mike Hussey was going to bat through the innings at that point. Very unexpected dismissal.
Yes, he's such a good finisher. This will be a big fillip to Pakistan. 144 for 6.
There's still question marks over the form of a couple of players in that batting top 6 for Australia.
So the boundaries have dried up. So 48 minutes without a boundary. Australia's immediate task will be to get past 200, back these 50 overs. Now 6 wickets, still 12 overs to go. Short delivery. Couple of runs for Steve Smith.
Well, there's something you won't see Steve Smith do, and that's go into his shell. If it's there to hit, he'll hit it. He's that type of player. He's an instinctive player, young and exciting, and there's a lot of hopes hanging on his future. Justin Langer, the batting coach of the Australian team, concerned the form of a number of his players. Steve Smith's got a good opportunity here.
It's very important now from Pakistan's point of view that they don't allow this game to drift. Get the easy single away. You can make that mistake when you've got wickets, or to keep thinking wickets.
And with that in mind, you know, you'd have to think Umar Gul's the man to bring back. You know, Umar Gul's only bowled the 5 overs, taken an important wicket. So all that sort of well-credentialed top order is gone. Now they're relying on the bottom half.
And it's in a game like this, when you're playing a top side, remember Australia has not been beaten in World Cup cricket for a long, long time. You've got to seize the moment.
The other point to recognise is that the likes of Smith, Mitchell Johnson, Jason Frazier to come, who's no mug with a bat either, haven't had any practice in the middle. You know, on a number of occasions, the top order have cruised through to beat Canada or cruised through to, you know, do Kenya over, or against New Zealand they had a comfortable win. So these guys haven't really spent the time in the middle and had their chances.
Oh, this is good. He's got a slip in place. They all go up. The finger has gone up as well. What a time this is for Pakistan. Wickets continuing to tumble here at the Premadasa. Justin Langer cannot believe it. And Johnson has to go without tickling the scorers.
So Razak finding the outside edge, ball bouncing just outside off stump. Mitchell Johnson just bending it wide of his off stump, getting a faint little nick to Kamran Akmal, whose gloves are well and truly in order today. He's kept very, very well behind the stumps. And there's hugs all round, and why wouldn't there be? Pakistan in control here. Australia 147 for 7.
Jason Frazier comes out to the middle. Australia's unbeaten run of 34 matches is in danger.
A good ball by Razak, just bouncing outside of stump. The angle of the right arm bowler across the left-hander, finding the edge, hitting the deck hard, and it appears to be the way to go on this wicket. It's just a little bit too paced. We've seen the odd bowler bowl the ball across the seam as well, and it's just changed its direction on the odd occasion.
Excellent over. Just 3 runs and a wicket. 147 for 7.
There's a lot of Pakistan support here today. The hotel that we're staying in is full of supporters that have travelled far and wide to support their team. Their team is certainly not letting them down today. Australia in all sorts of trouble. A number of players getting starts. Haddon getting a start, Ponting getting a start, and Clark. They're not kicking on.
See Pakistan eating away at the wickets. Top order dismantled. 147 for 7. Abdur Rahman continuing, doing a good job here. 8 overs for 27. So he's got 2 overs up his sleeve. Both the bowlers are bowling well in tandem. Razak, outstanding figures. 3 overs, 2 for 7. And 2 important wickets. First Michael Clark, then Mitchell Johnson.
Razak has been held back, but when he's come into the attack late in this innings, he's had a real impact, getting the well set Michael Clark. Frazier cutting away for no run. So he's made a real impact, got rid of Clark, and now the dangerous Mitchell Johnson is gone without bothering the scorers.
They're keeping things tight. There's a slip in place. Good field set here. If we be realizing there's a chance of pulling out Australia inside 50 overs. That's what he wants, really.
Well, there could have been a chance behind the stumps there. Frazier getting beaten in the air on that occasion. And Kamran Akmal not gloving that one. It's the first, though, to be fair. He's had a good day behind the stumps.
Could have been a stumping. 148 for 7.
Well, there's a few Australian supporters there, all dressed up for the occasion. A few roos have come down. A bit hot and humid for the Kangaroos. I wonder they don't have the full suit on.
Australia winning the toss. 155 for 7 here at the Premadasa in Colombo. 14 extras in the 155. Australia need a strong finish here. Handsome shot, and the 4 runs to go with it.
Well, again, frustration for Pakistan, frustration for Afridi, but you've got to give credit where it's due. Terrific shot by Smith, getting given a little bit of width, but timing that beautifully through the covers. Again, seeing an opportunity to score, and he doesn't miss out.
Umar Gul. Just a bit of width there for Frazier.
Again, being just given a little bit of width there and punching it through the covers, and good running once again. Australia just getting a little bit of momentum now, just starting to come their way. They've fallen a long way behind in this game, but they're slowly clawing it back in these last few overs. Just so important they don't lose control. You know, they need to keep their heads. There's still a long way to go. We're in the 45th over. We've got Umar Gul bowling, who's one of the best death bowlers in the game. He's still got plenty of overs left. He's still got 3 after this over to bowl. Where there's gaps on the leg side. If you work the ball into the leg side, gap down a deep mid-on as well. If you get a full delivery, Umar Gul has got all the variations. That's what makes him so difficult.
He's castled him. Spears it in, and Umar Gul yet again lives up to his reputation. Frazier's gone.
What a cracking Yorker. Terrific delivery, and that's one of the balls he does execute beautifully well. Quick, full, middle stump, out. So Frazier looking to give himself just a little bit of room to work that through backward point. Needed to offer the full face of the bat to get the gap, not half the bat where he's looking to go behind point. He goes for 7 off 19 balls. Australia now 169 for 8.
Brett Lee comes in at 10 with Australia 169 for 8. This is Brett Lee's 97th one-day international innings. Strike rate of 81, 250s in there. The last time Brett Lee last batted in a World Cup match was on the 11th of March 2003 against New Zealand. Waited a long time to get the pads on. Ian Chappell's alongside. 169 for 8. There's still a lot of cricket to be played here by Australia.
Yeah, I think they'd like to scramble over 200 and feel as though they've got a chance in this game. Pakistan, you never know what their batting might do.
Second slip might have been there. Yunus standing at first slip and watches it go by for 4.
Well, I think if Australia do get off the hook here, Afridi's got to take a bit of blame, because I don't think he's attacked enough when he's had Australia down. I think he's been sort of sitting back, just hoping that they won't make too many runs. New batsman, you know, you could have had the extra slip in there. Really go. I think you've got to shut Australia down. Try and stop them getting 200, because they'll feel like they've got a real chance if they can get 200. Pakistan were bowled out for 180, around 180 here by Canada.
Ooh, look at the reverse swing from Umar Gul. Late swing as well. What a super bowler this fella is from Peshawar, Umar Gul.
Again, in swing, which he gets a lot with the old ball. Unlucky he didn't get that one through. Brett Lee really struggling to keep that one out.
Not saying very much, Ian, those Australians. for bowled.
Generally a very quiet race, Alan. 173 for 8.
Australia in the next 5 overs, if they can get to the 200, psychologically it's a milestone, but also they will feel that they've got a pace attack that can ruffle a few feathers in that Pakistan camp. Well, 45 overs have been bowled, and Tony Hill of New Zealand signals that the batting power play has to be taken. So for these last 5 overs, if in fact 5 overs are bowled, we'll have the batting power play where only 3 fielders can field outside the ring, the inner ring. We've got a long off, long on and a deep mid wicket. It could work in Afridi's favour.
Ironically, it might make him a better captain because he's got to have more guys in, which is what he should have been doing for quite some time. He's been sitting back too much. Must be a hell of a decision for the captain, batting captain, to pull on the batting power play at 45 overs. Must be a hell of a decision.
The mathematician, all right. Steve Smith points it round the corner. Playing a crucial role here, Smith, for Australia.
You'd have to feel that you've wasted the batting power play when you're forced to take it. You have no choice.
Now, Afridi has got a ring of fielders on that offside. It's Brett Lee who's come in, and there's no slip. No one round the bat. And that's a poor delivery from Afridi. Tony Hill takes a little while to signal wide. There they are, all those 4 fielders saving the 1. Could be a problem for Brett Lee, he's got to hurry.
I mean, even a bat pad, even if he doesn't have the slip, a bat pad, because Brett Lee's not sure which way they're going. That one, it wouldn't have been caught, but it might make Brett Lee try and hit over the top. You might get him out that way.
He's chopped it on. Steve Smith goes, and the Pakistan captain strikes. Afridi's 17th wicket in this World Cup. He's now equalled Imran Khan's record of the most number of wickets by a captain in a World Cup.
Well, he stands there in the middle of the pitch with his arms raised. I don't like that from a couple of points of view. Basically, he hasn't done much to get the wicket. The batsman's helped him, but it's not good with his teammates seeing him like that. 176 for 9.
Pakistan fans may know the story here. Afridi spinning the Aussies off their feet. He's now taken 17 wickets in this World Cup, and Sean Tate has come out to bat in this World Cup. It's the first time he's come out to bat in a World Cup. It's 176 for 9, 4 overs to go.
Well, even there, Afridi missed a big trick. Tate, 1 ball to face. He should have really crowded him. Yeah, put a bat pad in, even a silly mid off. Try and get rid of him, so that you don't have Brett Lee suddenly. Brett Lee, I'm sure, at the other end now, with Tate there. Brett Lee won't be thinking, let's just try and scramble out 4 overs here. He'll be looking for opportunities to slam the bowling.
Brett Lee on 5. Sean Tate is batting in a World Cup match for the first time in his career in World Cup. It's taken him 17 matches to get out in the middle, which tells you that Australia's batters in those matches have done their job.
Lucky to find his way to the middle.
I think the gate man pointed and said, you walk out there. It's Umar Gul to Brett Lee. Brett Lee may want to farm some of the bowling here, but they're 9 down, Australia. 9 for 176.
Umar Gould produced a beauty to get rid of Shane Watson. Then Ponting resulted in a challenge, and that was definitely out. Quite a thick edge. And then Ahib Raiz, who bowled a bit of a mixed bag, but he got a good one there to get rid of Brad Haddin.
Oh, that's a good ball. Umar Gould bowls terrific deliveries to finish off the tail, and this is the problem. Misbah ul Haq, the fielder, and Abdul Razak, and Mike Hussey going to a simple catch. Abdur Rahman, the left arm spinner. Brett Lee will return the compliment.
Pakistan will be hoping he doesn't get the opportunity to return the compliment. So 6 down with Razak in the middle of the purple patch there. Good delivery to get rid of Mitchell Johnson. Bounce and a bit of movement. And then Umar Gould doing what he does best with the old ball. And then Smith edging one on from Afridi. That doesn't look good. Teammates have got to get sick of a captain doing that all the time.
It's gone straight up in the air, straight up in the air. Umar Gould finishes off Australia. He's taken 3 wickets, and Australia here in Colombo bowled out for 176, their lowest total in the World Cup since 1992. We are at the Premadasa Stadium in Colombo for the big match to decide who will lead Group A of the ICC Cricket World Cup 2011. Will it be Australia, who've been bowled out for 176? Or will it be Pakistan, who've done a marvellous job with the ball? Ricky Ponting's Australians, unbeaten Ricky Ponting in 28 matches as captain. And his side has been bowled out for 176, the lowest total in the World Cup since 1992 for Australia. Tom Moody alongside me, and the wicket started with a beauty from Umar Gould.
Yeah, Umar Gould was devastating. Quick, Watson goes, and then very soon after, Ricky Ponting was caught behind, and then Haddin, who was set, found himself guiding one to the keeper. And then the critical run out, Cameron White gone. Good piece of fielding and keeping. And Michael Clarke himself was well established at the crease and plays a rash shot across the line, and Razak gets his man. And Hussey, one just held up on him and he chipped it to mid-wicket. Rahman, the man that breaks through there. And then Mitchell Johnson doesn't last long. Outside edge to the keeper for a duck. And then it just went downhill with Frazier losing his wicket. And Smith, who looked to threaten, Afridi came back into the attack and got his man. So Australia really struggling to get the total that was required. Brett Lee was the last to go, looking to hit over mid-off. And Umar Gould, who's been so impressive this World Cup, again impresses here today at the Premadasa Stadium.
So Ricky Ponting has a few words with his team. This is happening right now at the Premadasa. Team talk inside the clubhouse, and now in full view of this big crowd here. There is the Australian card. Ricky Ponting winning the toss. Watson 9, Haddin 42 from 80, Ponting 19 from 33, Clarke 34, White 8, Michael Hussey 12, Steve Smith 25, a duck for Johnson, Frazier 7, and Lee 5. Umar Gould 3 for 30. What a bowler he's proving in this tournament. Wickets apiece for Rahman, Afridi, Riaz and Hafiz, and Razak coming on as the 6th bowler, 4 overs, 2 for 8. So 177 required. Pakistan's run chase will start at 3.54 runs per over. It's going to be Kamran Akmal to take first ball. Watson and White are the slips, 2 slips. It's Brett Lee to start. Ball's a beauty.
Little bit of swing early on, good signs for Brett Lee. Good length, good line, and the ball just moving away from the right-hander. 2 slips there, ready and waiting for that outside edge. So Australia, Ricky Ponting, the captain, has got 2 slips, a backward point, an extra cover, or a cover point, more like it, mid-off, mid-on, square leg, and a fine leg third man. So an attacking field, he recognises that wickets early are crucial.
This is the trio of fast bowlers, Lee, Tate and Johnson. Will they do the job for Australia?
Another good delivery. Akmal on that occasion leaving that one. I just wonder, Australia are well below the par score they should have got. You know, I would have thought par score on this wicket would have been about 240, maybe 250. As it turned out, it looked better than that before we started. But I just wonder whether this is the tonic that was required for them to shake themselves out of this lull that they've been in, having played 2 minnows leading into this game. This may be the thing that they needed to inject life into the team.
And Brett Lee has opened up with a couple of terrific deliveries on the spot. Ponting, who was caught at the crease for 19 in his innings, and Brett Lee bowling straight to start. There's no free gifts here for Kamran Akmal.
The boys are up for it. You can see Ricky Ponting's clapping, encouraging. Gave the team a very, very long team talk before they took the field. So they recognise how important this is, how well they bowl.
It's gone straight up in the air, but it's going to evade the slips and the keeper and Johnson at third man.
Well, Lee producing the false shot. Akmal in no man's land on this occasion, looking to paddle, pull it. In a way, he was looking nearly to duck it, play it, what to do with it. But as it turned out, it was in his good fortune, it just top-edged just away from any player's hands.
Ricky stares at the stars. Oh, there's a mix-up midfield. Oh, it could have been out. It should have been out. Hussey, the fielder. Kamran Akmal had come out of the blocks.
Shaky start by Pakistan, very shaky start. Hussey quick to get to it, picks it up. He needs to hit the stumps. And he misses. Headland's there though, he may have had time to gather. But, the Australians are very alert for any opportunity. They need to hit the stumps though.
What a great over to start. Brett Lee, 4 from it though, from a false shot. It's 4 for no wicket. Shaun Tate. He bowled the second over here at the Premadasa Stadium. Outstanding first 6 deliveries from Brett Lee, every one of them on the mark. Shaun Tate can be a bit wayward, but he's a wicket taker and he's fast. 61 wickets in 34 matches. Shaun Tate will bowl the second over. There are 3 slips for Shaun Tate. Mohammad Hafiz on strike, hasn't faced a ball.
Well, there's nerves all around, and this is where it starts between the wickets. Do I go? Don't I go? Yes, no, what is it? Just let me know. Again, it's all too late to be talking now. It needs to be done when the ball hits the gap.
Michael Hussey has gone into third slip. It's Watson, White and Hussey. Well, that's flicked away nonchalantly for 4.
Straight delivery. And Hafiz taking full advantage. He was angled into middle leg stump. Control of that shot was superb. Just waited for it. Therefore he timed it to perfection in front of square. Tate will be looking to swing the ball away from the right-hander. That's why Ricky Ponting's got 3 slips. Early on with the new ball, he has the ability to swing the ball away from the right-hander.
Well, he's played it well in the end for 1.
And Watson there, the first slip, occupied that position for some time now. Cameron White will find himself in at number 2, the second slip position. Good pair of hands, Cameron White. Mike Hussey, who normally fields in the gully position, particularly in Test cricket, he's got a safe pair of hands and he's at third slip.
One more to Akmal. Now this Akmal-Hafiz opening partnership before today, they've been together on 8 occasions. 8 innings, has produced 438 runs. The highest total partnership, 122. They're averaging 54. Once they've had a stand of 100, and 4 times their opening partnership has gone past 50. So it's more than a useful opening partnership, Mohammad Hafiz and Kamran Akmal. That's the shape he wants. That's the shape that Shaun Tate is working towards.
Tate's got a slinging action, so therefore with the new ball can just drift away. But with that same slinging action when the ball's old, that's why he's quite useful in getting reverse swing. Now I won't go into the physics of that, but or the science of that, but basically it makes it very difficult for the batsman, particularly at good pace.
Oh my goodness, just striving for that extra pace, and it's a wide delivery. Bowled at 149, he's bowled on 154 here. Cameron White sees the funny side of it. And all the geometry went apart right here. Striving for extra pace. That's better. It's 11 without loss. Where's this gone? It's gone straight back to Brett Lee. Magnificent piece of fielding. Brett Lee strikes for Australia. It's Hafiz who's gone.
Well, that's what Australia needed, that early breakthrough. Hafiz shakes his head, but he's gone. Lee is up for the contest, and so are the Aussies. They've got very few runs on the board, but they're not going to go down without a fight. Lee diving away, taking a good catch. So it's been a good start by Brett Lee and a good start by Australia. Hitting the wicket hard, and you can see that bouncing, that inconsistent bounce in this wicket has paid dividends early for Australia. Hafiz goes for 5. Pakistan, I should say, 12 for 1.
25 years of age, Asad Shafiq comes in at 3. Comes in off the back of a good innings. That's 78 not out against Zimbabwe and Palakele. Brett Lee. Now, Brett Lee has come out like a man possessed. He knows that the Australians are defending a low total here.
Here's the wicket of Hafiz. Lee getting the ball to bounce off a length. There's been inconsistent bounce out there, but Lee's occupied the right length to take advantage of it. And Innies followed through, diving away, taking a good catch. So he's happy with that, and why wouldn't he be?
Wicket-taking bowlers. And Tate and Lee have shared the new ball. The average opening of partnership against them is just 19. That's why they do such a great job. It's uppish, down to Johnson for 1. It's 13 for 1 after 3. This is a fine shot from Shafiq. Just put away with disdain. It's 21 for 1.
Beautiful timing. Again, the ball just angled in to middle stump, and on this occasion, Shafiq picking it off beautifully, just waiting on it nicely and timing it well behind square.
And Shaun Tate has gone for 15 and 2. Here's Brett Lee, 1 for 6 in his first 2. Now they've all gone up. The keeper's gone up, and Brett Lee has followed up the entire 22 yards. Murray Erasmus says it's not out. Late swing from Lee.
I think he felt that that wasn't out. It was a half-hearted appeal. Very, very good delivery, full and fast. And see with that replay that it's sliding down the leg side. Certainly done for pace. Cameron Akmal on that occasion, straight through his defence before he knew. So Lee on the hunt for wickets.
Doesn't take much for Brett Lee to get fired up. Well, it wasn't reviewed this, but Hawkeye will tell you that it was missing leg stump.
A good decision. Good length ball, right on the mark. Steve Smith will be very keen to have an impact in the field. We've seen him take some great catches in this World Cup. We've seen him execute some good run-outs too at backward point. Be interesting to see what Ricky Ponting does with Shaun Tate at the other end. He's bowled just the 2 overs. He's cost 15 runs. Just doesn't seem to be quite on the money tonight. He's obviously got the big gun of Mitchell Johnson, the wicket-taking left armer, who really has an ability to have an impact. He's also, on the odd occasion, a bit erratic, but maybe tonight's his night. He can rip through the Pakistan top order.
Lee is bowling so straight, giving anything to Cameron Akmal. This is the wicket of Mohammad Hafiz, and a fine take by Lee. Now then, is this straight enough? Is this straight enough? Every Australian is appealing. Murray Erasmus is unmoved.
And I think every Australian will be asking for a referral. Yes, there it is. Ricky Ponting has asked for the referral. The only real question here would have to be whether this one's sliding down leg side as well.
The Hawkeye mat is in. Has it clipped leg stump? It has. It's just clipped it though. The outer side of the ball has clipped the leg stump. The original decision is not out from Murray Erasmus. Not enough of that ball was construed to hit the stumps. Just the outer part of the ball hitting the outer side of leg stump. And that is not enough. Brett Lee is disgruntled. It's too wide. Anything out there is going to be punished.
Johnson generally bowls across the right-hander. On a good day, he will swing the ball back, and he can be devastating when he does that. On this occasion, pushing it wide of off stump, and Cameron Akmal making no mistake. He pounces on that.
A little bit of swing, and it's gone flying off the bat. This is a chase, and it's the ball that's going to win it.
Yeah, with the game by Johnson. Full pitch, wide of off stump. Akmal able to get his hands and his bat through the ball without a lot of footwork. There's minimal footwork required there. He waits on the ball and times it perfectly through the gap.
Punched through leg side. Sean Tate misses it, and that's a glaring miss. It's 4. 37 for 1 from 8.
Beautiful shot. It's pure timing. Not a great effort by the fielder there at mid-on. Tate. This is fast outfield. Anything into the gap will race away to the boundary. He's not very happy.
Pakistan need 140 more runs to win this match. Inflict defeat on the current world champions. Here's Brett Lee. Oh, they're flicking anything away down that leg side. Kamran Akmal. Does he get a boundary? He does. The dive of despair from Hussey signals 4.
Great effort by Hussey there. But with this sort of field set, you've got to be middle off. Anything down leg side with the fine leg up will race away to the boundary. Good shot by Kamran Akmal, who knows where the fielders are.
4 teams already from Group A have qualified for the quarterfinals. Sri Lanka, Australia, New Zealand and Pakistan. The winner of this match bidding to be the Group A winners. Top Group A. A1, the winners of Group A will play the 4th side in Group B. That could be West Indies, it could be England. That's been hit away for 4. Too short and too wide from Brett Lee.
That's where he's very, very strong, Kamran Akmal. If you bowl anything short out to the off stump, he will punish you whole day. Great shot. 8 runs from the over so far. Wait for the back foot into the gap. Raced away to the boundary.
That's just an invitation to Kamran Akmal. He's not a tall fella. Stood tall in the shot. Literally watched it crash against the boundary cushions. Now then, is this the one that will go Brett Lee's way? Yes! This time, 3rd time lucky for Brett Lee. Kamran Akmal doesn't like it, but Lee eventually gets his man. It may be a review. He's going to review. He's had a little chat with Asad Shafiq. I would think this is hitting leg stump, middle and leg. It's hit the top of leg stump. Maria Rasmus gave it out. Decision stands. Kamran Akmal has been trapped LBW by Brett Lee for 23, which he compiled from 27 deliveries. Akmal's gone for 23. Lee's got a second wicket. It's 45 for 2.
Yunus Khan, the new batsman for Pakistan. Pakistan 45 for 2. They need 132 from 248 deliveries. Game on. And I'm joined by Ravi Shastri.
Yes, where's this game in the balance at the moment? And Australia know they need to keep taking wickets simply because of the depth in this Pakistan batting lineup. Just nipping back and hitting him on the back leg. Would have clipped leg stump. He's got that fine. That will go to the boundary. Brings up the 50 for Pakistan. These are the kind of milestones they've got to look for. 50 at a time.
Shot target, Chaz. 50 up for Pakistan. A very delicate shot played, intelligently played, knowing the fine leg was wider. Poor delivery. but laid it nicely in the end, got the boundary. That's why this Asad Shafiq has got a good technique and very good temperament.
Beautiful timing. And good work in the deep. They should get 3. It's clipped off his toes. He's looking good, this young man, Shafiq. Nice flick of the wrist. Holds the bat really down on that handle.
That's nicely placed by Yunus Khan. That drive may not have the strength, but the placement was very good. And running between the wickets, well, Asad Shafiq slipped. And, well, he makes his ground in the end. It's touch and go. Yunus Khan encouraged him for that third risky run.
Yeah, that's another thing about Shafiq. He's been running aggressively, which is a good sign in a young player. Look at Hussey on the field there as a replacement.
That's beautifully put away for 1. He's timed the ball sweetly in this innings. You can make out that he wants the striker, Asad Shafiq. He's up for this challenge, slanting it onto his pads. He's been good there through square leg and mid-wicket.
Shane Watson, the man off the field, looks as though he's just off for a quick break.
That's hit straight back. Full toss being put away for 4. It turned out to be a good strike in the end because those low full tosses can be difficult deliveries, especially when they're coming at around 140, 141 Ks.
This is what you've got to do when you're chasing a moderate target. You've got to make sure that you put loose balls away. Keep the runs coming quickly, because the longer you leave the fielding side in with the feeling that they can win, the better their chances of winning. So get that target down as quickly as possible and as safely as possible.
Misbah, Umar Akmal, Razak, Afridi, all can bat, all can be dangerous. The same stage, nothing to choose between the two sides. Has gone past the slip cordon. Chase for the man in the deep. The ball wins the race. Welcome boundary for Pakistan. Anxious moments for the Aussies.
Yeah, genuine edge. Watson probably a good line and creating the edge, but unfortunately no one home. No slip. Ricky Ponting is in a catching position, but he's in that straight mid-on position. So it's 100 runs now for Pakistan to win, and they've got plenty of balls to do it in. 191 deliveries to do it in.
That's driven hard. Mid-on will... oh, he doesn't stop that one. Mitchell Johnson didn't really go hard at that ball. A little lazy at long on. A little lazy from Krejza also, bowling a rank full toss.
And Krejza tossing it up and just tossing up a little bit too far, and Yunus Khan cracking that past in for a boundary.
Oh, drives beautifully. A handsome cover drive from Yunus Khan. He's such a good driver of the ball. It was pitched up, and Watson paid for it.
Yeah, width was on offer, and you can't afford to give width and length to class.
A solid drive. Beautifully executed.
Brett Lee has bowled extremely well here tonight.
There's good speeds for Brett Lee today. The rhythm's been good. It's not taken him too long to crank it up. Hold really well with the new ball. Got some movement as well. Get movement at pace. And you're going to trouble the best. See, 148. His average speed would be over 145. Didn't take time to loosen up there.
It's interesting when they started to put those speed guns up on the, on the stands. I think that was the time to retire. Yeah, I remember they first started to show those things in the stands in the '99 World Cup, and I was a very medium-paced bowler. But when they started to signal how quick you're bowling, well, this is time to get out of here. Used to frustrate the hell out of Glenn McGrath because Glenn was always recorded at low to mid 130s. He used to sort of say that I'm 6'6", 6'7", and you need to be shorter to get the real recognition as a pace bowler.
Somehow get the feeling that in this second innings the ball is coming onto the bat a lot better than it did in the first half of play when Pakistan were bowling, where you saw the odd ball stopping on the bats and the bounce was a little uneven. But Lee has bowled really well. You can see most of his deliveries around that good length area. 2 wickets that he's taken have been reasonably full length. Pakistan looking good at the moment. If there is any dew, the outfield, that will help the Pakistan batting side, because the ball will come onto the bat. It's then taken. That's a loose shot. Loss in concentration from Yunus Khan. He's poked at it outside the off stump, and Lee brought back into the attack has struck.
Key wicket. Yunus Khan knows he just flirted with that ball that was just moving away outside off stump. And nothing shot, particularly given there's a slip in place too. Hatton making no mistake with that one behind the stumps. Brett Lee, the spearhead for the Australians, has done the job for Ricky Ponting. Got the important breakthrough. He's happy, the captain. Yunus Khan goes for 31 and Pakistan now 98 for 3.
Misbah-ul-Haq comes out to the middle. Misbah-ul-Haq is Pakistan's most successful batsman in this World Cup. Already got a couple of half centuries, close to 200 runs. He's got it. Lee goes up. Misbah is standing. The finger has gone up. 2 and 2 for Brett Lee. And this match has turned on its head.
Game on. Game on. 4 for 98. Misbah-ul-Haq, the reliable. Misbah-ul-Haq is gone. First ball. Brett Lee is on fire. He's now taken 4 wickets. It's just the line. It's the length. Has been perfect. And there's the heel click. Make sure he lands on his feet and he doesn't fall over there, because he's got a few more overs to bowl. He's happy, Brett Lee, and why wouldn't he be? He's bowled beautifully here tonight. Misbah-ul-Haq gone. First ball, Pakistan 98 for 4.
Umar Akmal comes out to the middle with Brett Lee on a hat-trick. There's a buzz around the ground. 98 for 2 Pakistan were now suddenly 98 for 4 in a matter of 2 deliveries. 2 steps in place. There's a forward shot leg as well. And here goes Brett Lee. Excellent over. 2 wickets in that over. Australia right back in it. 98 for 4. So young Shafiq still there, 36 not out. All 4 wickets to Brett Lee. Yunus Misbah-ul-Haq out in consecutive deliveries. That's blazed away. Now that is talent for you. Smacked on the up. That delivery at 144 k's from Brett Lee has gone to the boundary as if it's gone at 250.
Well, pick the bones out of that. Unbelievable. A little bit of width. Talking about a batsman that's just come to the crease. He's only faced 4 balls. That was his 5th delivery. And we're all impressed.
And that was the shot of the day. What will Rees' reply be? In the air, should get another couple. The scoreboard will tick along with this man at the crease, Umar Akmal. Young, exciting. He's got the daring. Mentioned earlier, this should be a fascinating contest. Lee versus Akmal. See what his aggression has already done. Fielders disappearing everywhere to the boundary. There is a deep backward square leg now. A man in a sweeper position at deep point. It's a good counter attack. Might be just 7 runs on the board, but it feels as if he's got about 15 or 20. Just the quality of that one shot he's played. Then send a message to the opposition. It's 108, in fact 109 for 4.
Well, all I can say is stick to cricket, Brett. Soccer's not your game. Leave that to the Beckham and the MCO. Unfortunately, miscued his touch into towards the stumps and skewed it off and gave away an easy single.
2 is the call. He's quick between the wickets. Still batting to come for Pakistan, but they need this pair to at least get the deficit to below 50. It is Abdul Razak, Shahid Afridi still to come. You want them in with less than, say, 40 runs to get. Both padded up.
It's a wide call. I tell you what, you'd have to be a bit nervous as a Pakistan supporter because you've got Umar Akmal out there who, to be kind to him, is frenetic. Next in Shahid Afridi, who's a maniac. He might do anything. Razak's reasonably calm, but he is just naturally a hitter. That's his game. So Australia will be feeling that we've always got a chance with these guys batting.
In the air, in the gap as well, firmly struck. Second boundary for Umar Akmal.
Well, he lives life on the edge, Umar Akmal. That was catchable height, and that's just the way he plays. He's got enormous skill, but I don't know whether he doesn't sense danger or what, but it's all or nothing with him.
Just comes out there with a very positive mindset. I think it's the mindset at the start of his innings which is to attack. Allows him to play in that fashion. When it comes off, it's damn exciting.
I remember the first time I saw him in a one-day match. It was in the Champions Trophy in South Africa. And it was a pitch that was doing plenty, and Pakistan were in a bit of trouble, and he came in and he was letting balls go and playing sensibly, and I thought, here's a guy who's really got his head screwed on. Since then, he's gone a bit crazy.
And he's been very impressive. Shafi takes a single, keeps the strike. It's 118 for 4.
Oh, plays the pull shot. Doesn't connect it entirely. Didn't catch it at the middle of the bat, but still the ball will go across for a 4. In the end, he had to really jump up in the air to connect that one. He's a shot fellow. but he's got guts. Shafiq just 4 away from his 50.
Good shot. Sends the message to Australia that we're not intimidated. Also brings the target down to 51 now.
Oh, that's hit hard. Will it go the distance? On the bounce, over long on. That's a solid blow.
And there's another little milestone ticked off for Pakistan. Now they're down below 50. They've just got to keep ticking off those 10 runs. Sensible move there. He got outside off stump where Johnson's been troubling him and hit to the onside where there's not many fielders. And importantly, he's hitting back down the line where the ball has come from.
There he goes. Hits it big. Magnificent strike from Umar Akmal. That's a magnificent six. A glorious shot.
He doesn't have to play with the spin. This particular shot, he saw it offers up. He picked up a gap beautifully. All the way for the maximum. Look at the follow through. Eye on the ball till the last second from this talented player.
It's looking good for Pakistan now. Just 39 more required for a famous win. Oh, goes for the cut shot. Ball didn't bounce a great deal. You need a little bit of bounce to execute that cut shot. Well, everything was magnificent about this straight drive. Good footwork, good positive intent. And he middled the ball and went a mile.
It's a difficult shot to play though, especially under pressure against the spin. But beautifully executed by this youngster. Bowling his 8th over, Mitchell Johnson. Not very impressive today. He didn't swing the ball. He's not getting the extra bounce. The pace has been there today, 140k consistent. Lee, pick of the bowlers by miles. 7 overs, 1 made in 26 runs with 4 wickets. Excellent spell by Lee.
Covers the stumps, calls nice and early. Looking confident and body language is pretty positive now. Umar Akmal looked jittery and a little uncomfortable initially at the crease, but now seems to have shrugged off that negativity out of his system. There, straight away, a good solid call. It's hot and humid out there. Drives it softly this time. He has exploded in this innings. That is how he started, with a great cover drive. Then putting one again through that area of cover and then lifting Mitchell Johnson for almost a 6. And eventually he got a 6 out of Fraser.
Very crucial innings by Umar Akmal. 29 of 32. The Shafiq on the other side looks very, very solid with solid technique, body behind the ball all the time. He's on 46 of 80.
He's played that shot well. Down the wicket and not hitting the ball hard, just working it away from the stumps towards the leg side where there's no fielder.
Mitchell Johnson have decided to come around the wicket.
Coin auctions, World Cup memorabilia. You can collect a coin. There's a specially minted coin. Go to iccauctions.com and bid. Oh, and taken at slip. It's Asad Shafiq, who's been caught behind, in fact caught by Watson. Hadden went for the catch, hit his glove, and what a sad exit. Just when he was looking good and nearing a 50, he goes, and Pakistan lose their 5th wicket for 139.
extra bounce with the trick there. And the angle by Mitchell Johnson. He came around the wicket of this delivery. Umar Akmal, beg your pardon, had to play this particular delivery. Asad Shafiq, beg your pardon. And he's got the wicket in the end. Mitchell Johnson. Pakistan 139 for 5.
Shahid Afridi is the new man in. Captain himself is out there at the crease with Umar Akmal. He's at the striker's end, in fact at the non-striker's end, because that was the last ball of Mitchell Johnson's over. Now this could be interesting. Shahid Afridi at the crease. It could be over in 5 minutes, or Pakistan could stutter and lose the momentum and may go on to lose this game. They are that close of a glorious win or a sad loss. But this ball really got big on the batsman. He really had no option but to play that one, and Watson held his nerve. Obviously didn't get put off by that leap from Brad Haddin. Timed the ball beautifully. Well, Shahid Afridi was halfway through for that single, and then later he forced Umar Akmal to go for that single.
Oh, that's interesting now. Shahid Afridi, spinner is bowling. Pakistan need 37 to win. Mid-off is coming up. Knowing Shahid Afridi, he's going to play his game. He's going to go after the spinner. He has to. No other option for him.
Oh, blocks. Shahid Afridi. We'll have a look at Shahid Afridi. He was already gone. Almost certain that there was a single. Umar Akmal was waiting for the ball to go across the field and missed that field that shot mid-wicket. It's again a little stutter. This time single taken. And they come back for the second. Well, overthrow, a needless one. Mitchell Johnson with a needless hard throw at the non-striker's end allows Shahid Afridi to get the strike back.
Off the mark, Pakistani captain. Nicely played this. Shahid Afridi is yet to score. 50 in the World Cup so far. The highest has been 37 against Zimbabwe in 1999.
It wasn't required from Mitchell Johnson. Down the track, he chances his arm. Brett Lee is in business. He takes the catch. Shahid Afridi perishes. Not good cricket from Shahid Afridi. It wasn't required, but Australians know that they've got Pakistan in a position that make them panic in the dressing room.
Intelligent bowling. He didn't medal it. Not a great shot selection by the Pakistani captain. Went straight to the fielder at mid-on. Brett Lee is the fielder. One of the safest fielders in Australian side. And this is an important wicket for Australia. Game on here. Pakistan 142 for 6.
Razak is the new man in. He's at the non-striker's end. But clearly there was a brain explosion from Shahid Afridi. Spinning the ball, he'll pick up one. But Australia have done a fair bit of damage. 6 wickets down, 143 on the board.
Shot, slapped away, and it'll go for 4.
That's a difficult shot to play. Against the spin with a short delivery, 150 up for Pakistan. They need 25 to win now. It was short, it was wide, there was no fielder there. Umar Akmal is very, very strong behind square offside.
This should be out. He gets away with it. It hit higher than the bat. Ponting Roos, another chance, possible chance. Akmal taking him on.
Quick bouncer, well directed, top edge. Lucky for Umar, he didn't carry to the fielder at mid-on. Mitchell Johnson was there, he was coming from inner circle, probably that's why.
Oh, how close is this? He's gone way back in front of his stumps, and Marais Erasmus shakes his head.
Height must be an issue. It's either got to be height or it may have struck him outside the line. Ricky Ponting doesn't think it's worth it, obviously. Well bowled Crozier, though.
Ooh, he was winding up to put that into another part of Colombo.
Let's have a look at this LBW. Beautiful shape on that ball. Big turn. Little inside edge, I think. Also, height may have been an issue. Beautifully bowled. Crazier's, they're really coming out well tonight. So there's still only one to win, so take a wicket here. Again, the game swings in the balance.
If you were a batter waiting to come in, if you're Umar Gul or Abdur Rahman, you would be thinking, what is going on out there? They're playing a shot of ball where they could literally get these in singles. Good over, just the one from it. It's 156 for 6.
They're certainly making hard work of this, giving Australia half a sniff every now and then with big shots, unnecessary big shots. They just need to work the ball into gaps, be calm and collected. Brett Lee is getting those hamstrings loose. He may be back for another burst. He's bowled so well here.
Shaun Tate got it away, going back for a second. That's good running. That's 2, and Pakistan now need 19 to win to beat Australia to bring to an end this unbeaten run in the World Cup. 34 matches unbeaten.
Very full delivery, but Abdul Razak watching where it's gone and suddenly realised I want 2 here, and then he had to find another gear, because if that throw was over the top he may have been in strife.
Just going for that extra sinew, that extra pace. Just loses his action a little bit there, and it's another run onto the scoreboard.
Well, who says they don't love cricket in this country? It's unbelievable. Those kids are just loving every minute of it. And there's one of their heroes. Brett Lee is such a popular figure in the subcontinent. And he's bowled superbly well here tonight. And he's just limbering up because he's going to have another crack at the Pakistanis.
That's the delivery he's been looking for all evening.
Yeah, good length, good line. Razak, feet were nowhere, neither forward or back. And needed a faint edge. Ricky Ponting holding his hand to his head. Brad Haddin's done a good job behind the stumps tonight. He's been safe, he's taken some good catches.
You can see that man in there in that short catching position straight in front of Razak. Shane Watson in there just to put a little bit of pressure. There's no slip for Shaun Tate. Tom, why is Ricky Ponting, do you think, put Watson there rather than have a slip?
It's a good question. I think possibly for the short ball, just to sow that seed of doubt in Razak's mind that he may be getting one up around the hip or around the ribs.
What does the umpire give here?
He's obviously edged this very wide. Didn't quite carry to Brad Haddin, to be fair. It's got him on the Yorker. Short of carrying to the gloves. Cross-seam delivery, a very wide delivery. If he didn't hit it, would have been wide.
See how easy it is to squeeze a Yorker, and it goes at a rate of knots. It's 2 runs, and 2 more runs help Pakistan get closer to their target. They need 15 to win to beat Australia here at the Premadasa.
Yakmal just using the pace of the ball, very clever, waiting for it, calling for 2 straight away, set off so quickly. Excellent running. Pressure's mounting.
Six from the over, 162 for 6. And it'll be Fraser to continue. 8 overs, 1 for 32. Razak on strike, he's on 9. Get the feeling that Abdul Razak would love to finish this in 3 lusty blows.
Well, he saw his captain attempt to do that and fell well short. So I think he's preferring to go the conservative route. Give the strike to Umar Akmal, who's batted well here. He's chanced his arm on the odd occasion. He's got a 41, just off the 51 deliveries, but he's played some delightful shots. He's really helped his side get into a commanding position with this run chase. Can he finish the job off, though?
Good boy, Jace.
Seen Brett Lee warming up. He's bowled so well tonight. I suppose there was a case for keeping him on, Tom. Excuse me, my throat is a little bit sore here. And it's not from shouting. Brett Lee, 7 overs, 4 for 26. He's got 3 to go.
Yeah, look, I'd admit, particularly when Afridi went, I thought it was probably the time to bring your form spearhead bowler on instead of Tate. He's the one that's in form and hunting wickets well tonight. Oh, that's beaten everyone. It's turned back from outside off stump. Mike Hussey gives chase, and there's buys to the total. 167 for 6. So well bowled to Fraser, good line, getting good turn from outside off stump. His line's been excellent tonight. Australia won the toss, elected to bat and fell well short of the total they should have got. And Pakistan in pursuit have lost 6 wickets. They only need 10 more runs. They've got plenty of deliveries to go. Lee's been outstanding. In general, Australia have been below their best.
Brett Lee's been outstanding tonight for Australia. Picked up 4 for 26. Picked up the wicket of Hafiz, caught and bowled. First to go. Trapping Cameron Akmal, LBW. Spearing these deliveries in, and that was Misbah's first ball. So 4 for 26. Last throw of the dice for Ricky Ponting. Well, look at that. That's something that Shaun Tait has not managed to achieve bowling from this Malagarotty end. And that is get the ball to fly.
Yeah, that's bounced. Different actions too. Brett Lee's has got a taller action, comes over the top, hits the seam harder, where Shaun Tait's got a slingy action and skids the ball off the surface. And Lee's certainly got confidence. His pace has been consistent tonight. His line also, his line through off stumper just outside has been very, very good.
His line and length has been exceptional tonight, Brett Lee. He's bowled at great pace. He's just maintained such a consistency. Those bowled to the right-handers, decent length, some short. Those 4 wickets, all on a good length. Been a great effort by the paceman, 34 years of age now, Brett Lee. Come through the pain barrier with his injuries, fought his way back into this Australian side. So 9 needed for Pakistan to beat Australia and to head Group A, going into the quarterfinals.
Is there still a twist in this match just with 9 left? Lanka topping the group at the moment, but if Pakistan win here tonight, they'll jump above Sri Lanka. They'll be top of the tree.
Problem here for Brett Lee is that he's bowling from the other end. Took his 4 wickets from the Ketarama end of this ground, so it's not going to feel the same. He bowled 7 overs from the far end. It was different then, and he would have got comfortable bowling that end.
Yeah, bowlers tend to get a rhythm at an end, but really Brett Lee's been around long enough to be able to adapt to any end. All he wants is the ball in his hand. Most fast bowlers just want the opportunity to take wickets, and you can't do it from fine leg. You certainly can do it from the top of your mark with the ball in your hand.
Oh, that's outstanding pace and hostility from Lee. Bowled at 145 kilometres an hour. That's 90 miles an hour.
Well, he's been a standout. He's been an absolute standout. That's nearly brushed the glove, and it's cannoned into Brett Haddin's gloves. So that's really, really good pace. Haddin standing probably 20 plus yards back. It's gone well over his shoulders into his gloves. Brett Lee coming back for his 3rd spell, just still generating some very good pace.
Two from the over, 8 runs needed for Pakistan, 169 for 6. Pakistan now need just 8 runs to beat Australia. Getting some great turn here, Jason Frazier. Tomorrow, everyone will be watching this one. India against the West Indies from Chennai. That's 2:30 India time. India against the West Indies. That'll have a bearing on who plays who in the quarterfinals.
We've seen how much that wicket's turned down in Chennai. How many spinners are in there you're going to play there? About 8 spinners playing, aren't they? Well, Pakistan are only 2 hits away from winning this match. And Umar Akmal would love to complete it with a couple of boundaries and find himself on 50 not out.
That's another good run taken. Mitchell Johnson. Waqar Younis, the coach of Pakistan.
He'll be thrilled with the team's performance. Very disciplined with the ball. They fielded well tonight. They caught well. Now they're finishing their job with the bat.
That's safe. It's also 4. Pakistan now need just 3 runs to beat Australia.
And the Pakistan supporters are all over it. Grazier just slightly short. Razak getting deep in his crease and placing it well into the outfield for 4.
Smashes it through extra cover. Pakistan have beaten Australia.
Umar Akmal over the moon, goes down and kisses the ground. Crowd are thrilled. The Pakistan fans have come a long way to see their team perform, and they've done it tonight. Congratulations all round. Umar Akmal saw it through for Pakistan. 44, he was not out.
Well, Ricky, bad luck. You wanted a tough game, but maybe with a favourable result.
Yeah, we certainly got a tough game today. I mean, we didn't do ourselves any favours. I thought our batting effort was particularly ordinary. We stuck it out really well with the ball. I thought the guys bowled pretty well and gave ourselves a bit of a sniff when we got them 6 down, but not enough runs on the board.
Were you surprised with the character of the pitch?
Not really. We'd had a look at a couple of the previous games here. The ones that had a little bit of grass on them seemed like they got through okay. It was a little bit up and down today. There's one little particular area on the wicket where a few stayed a little bit low, but it certainly was a lot better wicket than 177, that's for sure.
Well, you played a lot of matches in India. Was it difficult to get acclimatised to the conditions here in Colombo?
No, not at all. We played a game here earlier, so we knew it was going to be very humid. We can feel how humid it still is now, but wicket conditions were fine. I thought that was a reasonable wicket, actually, and as I said, one that we should have got a lot more runs on than we did. So, we didn't have a lot of time here to get ready, but we'd been here earlier in the tournament, so there's no excuses from us as far as that's concerned.
How anxious and uncomfortable are you with the batting form of some of your players?
Oh, I'm not that worried about it, to tell the truth. We've all been working hard. We haven't been pushed in games, which has probably been our biggest worry. But we certainly have been today, and I think we can all learn some lessons from the way that we batted today and make sure we do it better next time.
Brett Lee was outstanding, wasn't he, with the ball?
Yeah, he was. I thought he started particularly well. Whenever I brought him back, he got a couple of breakthroughs for us in that one over, which gave us a chance back in the game again. But unfortunately, as I said, with him bowling as well as he did, we needed a few other guys to take a few wickets if we're going to win the game, just because of how few runs we got.
Well fought today, and better luck next time.
Thank you.
Ricky Ponting, the Australian captain. And now Shahid Afridi to please come forward and have a few words. The winning captain. You got great support here, Shahid Afridi.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. I think first of all I want to thank these guys. They came all the way from Pakistan and support us. So we didn't disappoint these guys.
Well, how difficult was it to have stopped the Australian juggernaut, because they had a good team?
Ramesh bhai, we made some good plans against these guys, and I think the boys, they all stick on these plans, and we didn't try to take some wickets early on. We tried to ball made in some good overs, but I think the way Umar Gul and Rahman started very well, and all the bowlers, they've done a great job, and credit goes to the bowler.
On a lighter note, you talk of plan. Did you have a plan to play that shot?
Don't ask. Don't ask. I was, that was irresponsible shot as a captain or a stage like that.
Well, doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you won the game. But you'd be pretty happy with how the youngsters performed today, especially your two young guns with the bat, Asad Shafiq and Umar Akmal.
Alhamdulillah, Asad doing a great job. He played, Asad and Umar, they really played a mature cricket, and that's what we need, a partnership, and Yunus Khan as well on the right time. So that's what we need as a partnership, build the partnership, that's it.
But the important thing, obviously, was to get the Australians on the mat when they went out to bat. Umar Gul has looked a different bowler ever since he's got the new ball. That trick seemed to have worked.
Yeah, I think the way Waqar really worked hard with the, Umar Gul, and I think the way Umar Gul bowling a new ball, I think he really improved himself. He really worked hard, and the result is in front of you.
What does it mean now to Pakistan? You're ahead of this table. You play the weakest side from the other group. How does that make you feel?
I don't think any team is weaker in this competition. I think, this victory was very, very important for us to keep in a good position in the group. And I think you can imagine now how we will play the quarter-final with a good positive body language.
Well, you were superb today. Congratulations, Shahid Afridi. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you very much, Ramiz. So the summary of this final match in Group A: Australia 176, Pakistan 178 for 6. Pakistan winning by 4 wickets with 9 overs left. Pakistan head the group. They won 5 of their 6 matches and lead from Sri Lanka, Australia and New Zealand, who all qualified. Live from Kolkata tomorrow, it is Zimbabwe against Kenya. 2 sides will be going home, but there's a lot of pride at stake. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, India Standard Time. And the big one, India against the West Indies in Group B, and that is tomorrow from Chennai at 2:30. Well, what an evening. Ricky Ponting's run of unbeaten World Cup matches has come to an end. Pakistan have done it here, and they